crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty from Forever Moments Designs. Today I have, if you watched the design team unboxing from Birdandbarndesigns, I have painted and stained and done all kinds of fancy stuff to all her wood items, and I thought I would go through what I did. So these are the ribbon wraps, and all I did was make a coffee stain out of the clear, what do you call it? The Elmer's clear glue and coffee. And I mixed it up, and it's kind of, I made it kind of thicker, so I added a little more glue so it would seal. And it worked out really good. I really liked how it turned out. So on this ribbon wrap, I have some Lavish Laces, and you need to go check out her site. She has some beautiful laces, and we had a collab. Birdandbarndesigns had a collab with her, and she sent us all these beautiful trims and laces. So here's more. They're so pretty. I can't wait to use them. And here's another one. And she sent some really pretty, like, peachy pink ribbon. And all these trims. And I managed to wrap all the smaller laces on to the ribbon wraps. So you can use the ribbon wraps for small laces too. So then I did some seam binding and wrapped some of the ones I used the most is what I used on these, because these are going to sit in a little container next to me so I can just grab and unwrap. And this one has sari silk ribbon, and I did the same thing. The ones I use the most, I put on this so I don't have to dig through my bin to find, and I can just grab and go. And I made little stick pins. Some have charms on them, and some just have beads, just to kind of decorate them up. And I just thought that was so much fun. So those are the ribbon wraps. And then these are the spools. So for the spools, I used some antiquing medium to make the etching that's in them darker. And then I took it was called parchment. It's a folk art paint, which is one of my favorites. And I used my brayer and just went over the top very lightly, and it kept the etching, and that's what I wanted. And you can see it on the bottom too. And these came with the little toppers, little Paris toppers, and I thought that was so sweet. Anyway, this one has some Lavish lace on it, and here again I made another stick pin. Something pretty to look at. And same with this. It has the Lavish Laces on there. Beautiful laces. She has an Etsy shop. Go check her out. I'll put the link down below. This one, I added a doily on the top. I wasn't going to cover them, but then I had this flower and I really wanted to use it. So I added a doily, added the flower, and I put the little centerpiece that they sent in the middle of the rose and added a decorative stick pin on it. And I love how they turned out. And I can still stack them so they're not taking up so much room. They might be a little wobbly, but I can still stack them if I wanted to. So I'll put those aside. Then we have the floss bobbins. And what I have on here is a little piece of an applique from Lavish Laces and some charms and a bead. And I used some of my seam binding to make a bow. And I made these all different colors. The reason why is because I would kind of know what is on them. So this is Red Hill Fiber, one of their fibers, and they're the manufacturers of all these wood pieces. And it's also Martha from Bird and Barn Designs' daughter and son-in-law. Their main business is making the fibers, and they have beautiful fibers. So this one I used the antiquing medium, and then I did a light paint over top, and I backed it with some paper and added a little, with some seam binding, I added a little loop and attached it to one of these rings. So, and these ones have some embroidery floss on it. And here again, I added paper to the back, added the loop so I can hang them. So these will hang at my desk. And then these ones, so I could tell them apart. This one I just stained, and this has my waxed thread on it. The darker, I have a white and a dark. And I used a piece of leather to make the loop and added a little wood flower to kind of cover up where I glued it down. And I stamped on the back with some of my stamps, and I think it turned out really cool. I really like that. I just tried all kinds of different techniques on the floss bobbins. This one has my hemp cord on, and I just put music paper on the back and did the same thing with the leather and added a little wood flower. And these were so much fun to play with. So much fun. And they're very useful as far as in your craft room to have all these wonderful wraps. The ribbon wraps, you can put lace on it, you can put ribbon, you can put sari silk, anything your heart's desired. You could even put like baker's twine on it, everything. And the spools, I just love the spools. These are for like a little bit wider lace. I mean, you could use a narrow lace if you'd like, and just, if you have a lot of it, wrap it all up. But these were so much fun to play with, and I hope you like how everything turned out. And if you have any questions on how I did anything, just, leave a comment or send me a message. I will guide you through. And make sure you run over to Bird and Barn Designs on Etsy, and I'll put the link below, and Lavish Laces to get your laces and your wood organizational tools to play with. And don't forget to visit the other design team members to see how they styled their products. And I will be back with another video pretty soon. I have some stuff in the works, and so I will be back. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.